Hey people, welcome again to my YouTube channel. So today we'll be talking about immigration check in China. So I know a lot of you might be like, what's the big deal? But to be honest, I didn't know it was gonna be that way because because of the communication barrier and all, it was sort of, I didn't know how to speak English 1-1 and all of that. So it was a lot for me and it was a lot for them. So after all the welcome to Guangzhou and all, I was happy and I was thinking, oh yeah, I'm finally in the country. There comes the main thing before you pass. So it's not really a big deal, but it is to some extent. A friend actually even told me that some people were sent back from that point. I never knew. I thought, at least once you've gotten to that level, that is the end. So I'll have to just tell you a bit of what I experienced. Now, this is my personal experience. My friend who came 2 weeks later didn't have exactly that experience. She had some, but it wasn't exactly as mine. Do you understand? Hers was peculiar to mine. So apparently I was on a particular queue and this guy wasn't passing anybody. Like, he would have to check your passport for a very long time. So I was wondering, I didn't understand why. I didn't know why that was happening. So at some point I wasn't hearing him say anything. I wasn't hearing him ask any questions. For obvious reasons. Of course, he doesn't know how to speak English. Then at some point I had to check the next counter. Like, I was trying to listen to know what the lady in the next counter was asking. That's the immigration officer there. Then I noticed she was basically just asking about how much you were bringing into the country, you understand, and what you were coming for. Being that I came on a business visa, of course I should come with a certain amount of money. So I just switched to her own counter. So when I got there, when it was my turn, she was like, how many days are you gonna stay? How long are you gonna stay in the country? With her very scattered English and all. So I was like, I was gonna stay for 30 days. She was like, that's a lot, 30 days. She didn't quite understand why someone has to come on a business trip and stay for 30 days. So it was somehow to her. So she then asked again, how much did you come with? I had already made the mental calculation of the cash I had, which wasn't a lot, by the way. As at then, my husband has been passed. He was behind me. He was behind the counter, So I told her I declared the figure I had. It was a very, very small figure, actually. Then she said she had to call someone else. She had to call another immigration officer that understands English. So that one came, and that one was like, oh, you came for business trip, so how much do you have? I still declared. Then he was like, you have to follow me to the office. But as at then, the particular immigration officer had already stamped my passport, So my husband accustomed us while we were leaving. So he was like, this is my wife. Okay, so you allow her go. With their English, they feel like they somehow, I don't know if I would say it's intimidation, but when someone does not understand you, you do not understand the person. So I think if you are with them, it's best to just pick your English 1-1, as in, rather than say like, oh, me come business, me I came for business, you say me business, me come business, things like that, so they will understand better. They do not speak that. China is not an English speaking country. Do you understand? So after the whole brouhaha, my husband was like, oh, she's my wife. My wife, now we come to do business together, so why hold her, So the guy was like, that he should show proof that we are coming for business. So my husband had to open his WeChat account and just showed him, I think, 1 or 2 transactions that we've done recently with his suppliers, and they were like, oh, you come with many money to buy, and he said yes. So my advice to anybody coming, if you are coming for business, best thing to do is to either come with cash change some fraction of your money to dollars, come with it. Then at least if they ask, you should be able to declare that this is what you have, you get. Then another thing you can do is to hold your card. If I had my card, because they asked about card and I didn't have my card. Of course, we have our way around getting RMB. We send money via transfers and can get what's it called, RMB equivalent, you understand, but they may not understand it that way. So the best thing for you to do is to come with some fraction of your money and also come with your card. If I had that card, certainly it won't be an issue. So they're just gonna say, oh, you have your card, and that was it. Do you understand? Then another thing is, while you are in the plane, they will give you a card to fill. In that card, you have to write a hotel address, that's where you are lodging. So in case you get there, in case you do not have a hotel reservation, which is basically what most people do, right? Try and find out a particular hotel. They're not going to start checking if you're actually lodging in that hotel. Do you understand? So you could just get the internet is there for you to make this research. Get a hotel, write the name of the hotel, that's where you're going to. So you won't have that issue of where are you going to, because I see a lot of people stranded because they couldn't even say what the exact hotel they were going to lodge, and the paper was blank. So you have to fill up that paper. You have to fill up where you are going, where you will lodge for your time being. You understand? So that being said, I think that was basically what we had to face at the airport, the immigration side. And my friend who came a week after, I had told her all these things. She came and she didn't have that issue. The particular immigration she met did not ask for that. But according to her, she said some of her, the people she came with, they were asked the same question. So you see, it's not peculiar. You cannot say, oh, because it didn't happen, let me not get prepared. You do not know the particular immigration you are going to meet. You do not know who you are. So it's best you come prepared, so you will not have any. In fact, it's not even about deportation at this point, but it's about delays too. They could delay you for something that is very unserious, you know. So even if you are coming as a first timer who is not coming for business, rather, okay, you are coming as a business person, but you've not had contact with, you've not done business with Chinese suppliers before, best thing to do is to have your card and some cash. They like money. I'm not even, you know, once you show them of course you are coming for business, so you should have money. So once you show them that you have money, they will be able to, they should be able to pass you. So our next vlog, I was going to talk about how to get your SIM cards and all, but if I do that, the video is already too long. So on our next episode, we're going to talk about how to get your SIM cards, where to go get your SIM cards, get registered, your WeChat and all of that, because that will help you navigate China generally. So thank you for watching.